Hi there, Chris here with another fresh tip for you all. In this video we are going to kick it a little bit old school, as well as maybe some of you guys might not know about this stuff, but we're going to take a look at Molotow's Blackliner markers. Now these are water-based inks in the pens. They come in 0.4 millimeter, 0.2, 0.1, and 0.05 millimeter. This little set here is not terribly expensive, and this is not the only type of marker on the market. There are other black ink markers like this. This is the 0.4, and here you can see the nib is quite small. And really quickly here, I'm just going to show you guys what you can do with this kind of thing now. You can see here, I am simply going to blackline around the panel, and you can see it's fairly accurate. Gives us a fairly convincing shadowy point. I'm going to pick out some other points here just really quickly just to illustrate the use of these things. So this is really for anybody who has difficulty basically with fine lines and anything where you're just kind of having trouble just getting into nooks and crannies, and you want a panel line. And of course, like, the vehicle here is obviously a Rhino, and it's just it's just an example here, but basically it's just showing that you can use these kind of things without having to rely on making sure that you have a nice sharp brush that can do fine lines. Here's the 0.05 millimeter, and you can see the nib. You can barely see that thing. And basically, as I mentioned, this is kind of an old school technique where you used to do a lot of black lining on miniatures. And you can see here, I'm just simply going to draw this around the edge of the boot where the pant meet. And oftentimes we used to use this kind of technique when creating separation on models from one area to another. It gives a very stylized look. It's something that really kind of a lot of painters don't really do a lot these days, but for some of you out there who do want to implement this kind of look on your models and do like the appearance of how it looks, this is a really fantastic way to achieve this relatively easy without having to fiddle with your paints and try and get the thicknesses right. You just you struggle with these kind of things, but you want a particular look for your models, and I think this is something that really will help a lot of people out. So this is one example of those markers. There are others by Winsor Newton, and other various companies do produce these kind of markers, and so have a look in your local art supply place, and I'm sure you'll be able to find some. Huge thank you to all my patrons. Without your support, these videos would not be possible, and if you're considering Patreon support, click the link in the description below, and there are various tiers that you can support at. And thank you for watching, and take care of those brushes.